Well, consider it, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm being joined by our Downtown Lagrange Development Authority Executive Director, Mr. Bill Hunnicutt. Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, you know, Bill, it's been a while since you and I sat down and kind of chewed the fat a little bit, and I've had some of the other guests on from the downtown area, but
Yes.
This is the first for us in a while.
Well, good.
Well, and I'm sure you got a lot of stuff to talk about, right?
Well, we do. We stay busy down there.
That's absolutely right. Hey, Bill, and I know you don't need an introduction whatsoever, but if you don't mind, just for the viewing audience, would you just tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name's Bill Hunnicutt. I was born and raised here in LaGrange, Georgia. My grandfather was a football coach at LaGrange High. My dad was a dentist here for a long time.
Okay.
And I grew up here, went to LaGrange High, went to the University of Georgia, married my wife. She was Karen Livingston. She was a Troop High graduate.
All right. Go Tigers.
Homecoming queen.
Wow.
And salutatorian.
Okay.
So, love of my life. But so she got into med school. So we did go to Augusta for 7 years while she was in med school.
Okay.
Then we came back here. I ran a mortgage company for about 15 years. Sold that and looked for something to do in this community, and ended up being asked to do this job when Bobby Carmichael retired. And I just love it, you know, talking about my community all over the state and all over the country, and talking about what a great place LaGrange is, and helping downtown be a great, fun place to live.
Yeah, you know, LaGrange is a great place. Bill, and I think you and I, ties go way back. A lot of people don't remember when the ambulance service used to be out on New Franklin Road there, I believe it was. So I think that's where we first met. And I think you were with the mortgage company at that time, I do believe.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely. Time goes by, doesn't it?
It sure does.
It sure does. And speaking of time, you know, Bill, I know that you all have had a lot of great things happening in the downtown area, and we definitely always want those things going on because it's so important to have that foot traffic in the downtown area.
Yes.
We've seen the downtown kind of really transformed over the last couple of years, and I know that's attributed to Bobby and now carried on by you, and it's just a great place to go and visit if they haven't been down. Let's jump into some of the things that's happening down there, if you don't mind. I know one of the things that's going on, has been going on for a while, is the Market on the Main.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that for us, if you don't mind.
So we love Market on Main. It's a farmers and makers market for local farmers and makers. It started 20-something years ago. We moved it up to Flagpole Park a few years ago to get some more visibility. Yeah. And the farmers and makers have really enjoyed that, and the community can see it more when they drive by Vernon. But it is every Saturday morning from 8 to 12. We have 3 more weekends, so it goes to the end of August. So 3 more Saturdays. So if you haven't been, come out. You'll love it. Great fresh fruits and vegetables and all kind of neat things that the makers make. Yeah. We've incubated several businesses in town, which is another important piece to that. Yeah. It's a good place. So if you grow things or make things, you know, call us and we'll get you in, and you can test your business out with no expense. But we've you know, Crave Cookies started at Market on Main. Oh wow. You know, so it's several businesses in town have started that way. So it's a two-way street, is the reason we do it. But we love that. And that's a great opportunity to give people the chance to see if this is something they really want to do, number one, and then two, to make that investment, because we love the businesses downtown there. Crave Cookie, you mentioned that one. We love to have those businesses downtown, the ice cream shops, you know, walk down and refresh yourself. And it's good to keep and to shop local. And talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind, Bill. I'd love to. So in today's age, retail is the hardest thing for small mom and pop shops to survive. You know, in the age of the internet, people can just jump on and order what they think they want. But we all need to keep in mind, especially in a small community like this, it is so critical to support our local businesses. You know, everybody talks about wanting great fun retail shops in town and great restaurants in town. Well, if we don't support them here locally, they're not going to be there. And so, you know, we work hard to help those folks, and people from out of town do come and love coming to LaGrange. You know, we hear it all the time, but especially those retail shops. You know, so if you've got a gift to give, you know, something for graduation and all these things, just remember, please go to the shops in downtown and shop. We've got some great ones. We do. And some amazing things. So, and people are shocked when they go down there. I mean, people that I know that have lived here for so long will tell me, "Oh gosh, I finally listened to you. Went down. I couldn't believe all the great things."
That's right.
So please encourage your friends and family to shop local. It's very important for a community like ours.
Yeah, and don't do like I did one year. I remember I was going out of town, wanted to pick up a gift for the persons that I was going to visit. And I'm like, oh my God, where did I go? So I ran downtown to one of the local shops, found exactly what I wanted, got it wrapped the same day, on the plane, off where I went.
Yes.
So you're absolutely right. You can go down and be
that
amazed.
customer service that you want and need sometimes.
Yeah.
When you need it, you really need it.
You do.
And so it's important to support them all year round. To
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, talking about that, last week, because we always like to branch out and bring the college to the downtown over to the college. I understand that you guys had a Lagrange College scavenger hunt that took place last week. Can you talk about that a little bit for us?
Yes. So we have been really focusing on a connection between Lagrange College and the downtown. For reasons unknown, that's always been a struggle. And in meeting with everybody, what I found when I started this job was there was no real reason. So what I recognized was we just both need to be intentional about making that happen. In most great college towns, the downtown is a critical piece to the college experience.
Yeah.
And here it hasn't quite been. And so we've been working hard, and one of the things we came up with was a scavenger hunt. And so we bring the students, the past 2 years, we've done it with just freshmen. The incoming class, when they were going through their orientation, would come to the square. We would greet them and talk to them and welcome them, and talk to them about how, we hope they'll come downtown. And then we send them on a scavenger hunt around the downtown, and it gets them to see, kind of like we were talking about with small businesses, if they don't come and see, they don't know.
They don't know.
But that has been such a great experience. Susanna Baxter has been great to let them do it. It's had unintended consequences, which has been a lot of the store owners are meeting young people that are becoming employees, because employees are hard to find these days.
Right.
And so they've met them and talked to them as they come through. But we do fun little things. We'll have them go take a picture at the Big Shoe at Edelson's, or we'll have them go to the Italian fella outside of Annucci's, and so they have to run around and take pictures at all. I think we have 20 locations now that participate around downtown, but it has been so successful. This year the college called us and said, hey, a lot of the kids that have done it the past few years want to come do it again. And so this year it wasn't just freshmen, it was all classes. And we had a great turnout, and it was, so much fun.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Because like you said, if they don't come, coming from wherever, city they come from, if they don't know what our downtown has to offer, they may not ever come down there, right?
Right.
Absolutely. Well, great. I'm glad.
So that's our way to introduce them as they first come to town about what all we have to offer downtown.
Very good. I like that idea. I like it. And, and again, as we get, hopefully the weather start breaking a little bit, getting a little bit cooler, people want to be out more. You have the fall festival that's coming up as well.
Yes.
And I know that's always an exciting time. We're bringing back something that hadn't been around for a while.
That's right.
So talk about that.
Yes. So the MS Bike Ride is in town that weekend. I believe it's the second weekend of September. And that is the biggest bike ride in the state of Georgia.
Wow.
Most people don't realize that. And so, and it's the biggest fundraiser for multiple sclerosis.
Okay.
And so we really love those guys. They came about 5 years ago and love LaGrange, but they've asked us to team with them to have more activities for their bike riders and families, especially of the bike riders, when they're in town that weekend. And so we had to cancel the chili cook-off back during COVID.
Right.
And had some issues with that. And so, but that and a fall festival have been the biggest request that we've had. And so we decided, well, let's team with them and let's make this happen.
Make it happen.
So we're doing it all at the same time.
Okay.
So the MS guys are coming. Their home base is Overlook Plaza, which is the plaza between Wildleaf and Nutwood downtown. So the bikers leave from there, and then it's not a race around town. They go out, and do different. There's a 30-mile, 60-mile, and 100-mile route. I believe something to that effect. And so they leave, it's real quick. They're out of town.
Right.
And so while they're there and their families are there, we're going to have a fall festival down around the lower section there, Byronhurst and the green space down below there.
Okay.
With all kind of activities. We are still looking for different people, organizations, churches to be part of it. So if you want to get your group together and come, do a cakewalk or a bob and frapples, although I'm not sure that's hygienic these days, but anything fun for a fall festival, we're looking for groups to come and participate because we want it to be a community-wide effort and, bring out the community.
Very good.
And then the chili cook-off was a staple here on the square for years and years.
It was.
The last one we had in 2019, we had over 2,000 people come. Wow. And so we're bringing it back for that same weekend. So we'll have the street kind of shut down and have vendors out in the street. So we're hoping for it to be just a big fun day in downtown LaGrange and give our community something to do and give the bike guys something to do while they're here.
Well, it's been well planned out, and that weekend is Saturday, September the 14th.
Yes.
It looks like it's from 11 o'clock a.m. until 4 o'clock p.m. that day, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely remember the chili cook-off. Get some good chili.
Oh, yeah.
So bring your water in some cases. Some of it can be fiery.
Some of them are pretty spicy.
That's right. Well, Bill, this is awesome. All the things that are going on in our downtown area. And, again, it's attributed to you and the leadership before you and all of those. Lily, I don't want to start naming anybody, but you all do a wonderful job making sure that people know what's in our downtown area. So definitely anytime.
Well, Alton, let me name one name.
Yes.
Lily Hamilton is our promotions and marketing director. And so her job is a lot of these events we're talking about. Yeah. So if you're interested in Market on Main, or being a vendor or I think we have a couple of spaces left to be a contestant in the chili cook-off.
Okay.
Her email is lilyh@downtownlagrange.com. So I would encourage people, if you want to participate, get in touch with Lily, and we'd love to have you.
Absolutely. Well, Bill, I want to thank you very much for your time today coming on and sharing this information. I know that just like all the ways, our pub is going to come out and support everything in our downtown area, and it's going to be a great opportunity to enjoy the weather, great chili, and see some bike riding.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Bill, thank you so much for your time.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment.
Said we'd never give in to a meltdown.
Mariella!
Never leave the house looking, well, and never let them out of our sight.
Got it.
Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining for City Week this week. My guests have been from the Downtown Lagrange Development Authority. I had on the director, Bill Hunnicutt, as he talked about some of all the wonderful events coming up in our downtown area. Make sure that you remember the Fall Festival that will be taking place Saturday, September the 14th from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. You have the MS Bike Ride along with the Welcome Back Chili Cook-Off. So come on out and enjoy all the fun, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for joining for City Week this week. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.